Welcome guys to the live stream. We are back here again today playing some more Minecraft, and I'm struggling with how I was going to encase that underside with the design of that bridge last night. So I kind of tore out what I've done there. The surface of the bridge is there, the pillars are still there, but how I was doing the arches and stuff, I've kind of tore it out because I wasn't pleased with how it was all lining up. So I'm going to be tackling it a little bit differently today. And I mean, that's the part of doing builds like this, is you end up diving through and tearing things apart because you're just not quite 100% the way you want it to look. So without further ado, let's head over to the game window. And yeah, you can see here, I have taken out the archways. They're all cleaned out now. I had to fix a little bit on the pillars because I'd been like trying to fit some blocks in here, there, and everywhere. And it just wasn't coming together the way I wanted it. So they're gone. And I'm just going to focus right now. I'm going to get the other pillars done and then look at figuring out how I'm going to tackle the archways and support system under here. So that is my focus right now, is getting that all complete. Let's get some shout outs out there. Ren, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And Streambot might not have kicked in yet, so your attempt to do a push might not necessarily work. Just because it's Streambot takes a couple of minutes for it to actually kick in and start working. As you can hear, I'm still dealing with some sinus issues. Had like crazy sinus headache all day today. It just does not want to go away. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm just going to keep plugging away at slapping some blocks down here. And hopefully get this working the way I want it to. I figure once all the towers are in, then I can have like a bigger picture look at what I want and how I want it to go together. So that's my goal anyway. Trees are always in the way. Especially these spruce trees are kind of everywhere in this little section. Hope you guys had a fantastic Monday. It was kind of just a... I mean, I was working on some, setting up some more Excel training classes today. Which, when you got a sinus headache, wow, that was difficult to keep focused on, I'll tell you that much. Alright, bye-bye tree, you're in the way. Despawn leaves. I think that one's okay, but this one's gotta go. And I think I gotta make sure that none of the leaves are actually touching any of the structure or they won't despawn, so... I think this birch tree can go too. Bye-bye! I can hear villagers trying to get out of their little house. Not happening. Okay, I think the rest of those can despawn now. Without any lingering effects. Quick reminder, everybody, reach down, hit that like button on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring that notification bell so you can be notified when we are live. It's usually Sunday through Thursday. 9:45, 9:30 Mountain Time, somewhere around there. Until about midnight is the usual stream schedule. Bye-bye, birch tree, you've got to go to. Same with you. Clear cutting trees we are. Hello. Don't just continuously bounce there. Kittens, welcome to the stream. Nice castle build you doing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's coming along. I kind of lost my mind on the archways here, so they're getting redone. My brain's in the process of trying to think of what's going to be happening there. So I figured while my brain's trying to process that, I'm going to get the rest of these towers done. That is the goal. It's all about those reworks. More than you know, actually. More than you know. It's because I never plan anything when I build, which is maybe not the smartest thing I could do. You know what? That's not right. That's not right. See, I'm already doing rebuilds right now. Alrighty then. And then these go down. No, they don't. They go here. Wow, from last night to tonight, I can't even remember how I built this. Apparently, I'm losing my mind. I'm going to blame it on the sinus, whatever issue I got going on here. I think it's kind of turned into a sinus infection, to tell you the honest truth. Because the headache behind my eye just will not go away. Okay. Okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. I think Deep Slate might become one of my favorite blocks to build with now. All its variety and everything. It's got great colors to it. Great texture. Lots of pressure in those sinuses. Yeah, it'll go away with due time and rest and some tea. Yeah, tea would actually be really good. I'm thinking. Yeah, I ended up with a sinus cold that like hit me last week. Lost a couple of days of work and not COVID, so I mean that's I should be happy with that, right? I'm vaxxed anyway, but redstone. Please set a redstone. And then our lanterns. Our bars on the windows. And then we got to switch to this block. Alright, next level is just those straight across this way. So 3 this way, 3 this way. The things you could do with square little blocks. And I need wood. I'll steal that and that. I'm going to keep the snow and the mobs from spawning up here, so. All right, we look down from the top of this. It should be striped. Perfect, it is. How high are we with that? That's our 3, isn't it? Yep. Yes, it is. Top it off with some redstone again. Got those dang phantoms hanging around again. Ooh, wrong blocks. Wrong blocks. It's so easy to get into these freaking grooves where you're building and you're just totally chill back, not really paying attention to what's going on. Nope, I still have the wall in my inventory. And I still have the carpets. We'll get the bottom parts of those done. I'm just going to get this top section done over here now. Kind of on a roll. Let's keep the roll going. Just flying through these now. Yesterday it was such a struggle to build them. I mean, once I got the first one done, it kind of went a little bit better. But it was more along the lines of, okay, I'm not entirely sure what I want it to look like, so let's try this. Nope, let's try this. And then we got a structure that we were happy with. And now I just have to slap on some stairs. And now some carpets. And that's another complete little pillar. At least top part of it anyway. Yay! Wrong block, wrong block. Okay, I think I've got the tower, excuse me, the tower roof design. I think I've got that like nailed down now. No problem slapping that together. I'm afraid, welcome to the stream. You have to go redeem creeper for that to work. Exclamation redeem and then creeper. I have the tops of the towers done. Okay, that's good. Let's get the bottom section of these towers done now. There we go. Creeper's working now. You got Creeper working there. Oh, I don't have andesite on me, which I can just go like this. Because that's the color contrast for the inside of these bits. I didn't want them lit up. Ren's got the knock going. Okay, I think that part is all complete. Now we just slap these in. How is everyone? I'm doing just peachy for me. Still feeling, you know, kind of not 100% yet. I'm a good 75, 80% is where I think I'm sitting at. But you're okay. Good to see you, Ren. It's good to see you guys come back loyally every night. It really is. I appreciate it. Which reminds me, reach down, hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring that notification bell, share it on whatever social media platforms you may be on. It's likes and shares that do the most for the channel, so. See, this is where it's going to get a little trickier here with these towers. Is obviously I don't need it to be as big as it was over there. And so we're going to have to taper this sooner because we're already at ground now. Yeah, I'm thinking at this point we probably don't want to place blocks in the wrong spot. Crying out loud. Okay, we're kind of here at this point, but I think if we dig this out, it's safe to say this land can go. The cost of doing construction. And then we'll just footprint it here. Come on. There we go. I think that's fine-ish. I'm going to go with ish right now just because we'll see what it looks like when I get the rest of these done. Hold the phone. Oh, okay, I did put the andesite in there. I'm sitting there going, did I remember to put that in there? Okay, those are in. Next tier. Story about the cough. Yeah, chunky. Why did that turn like that? Why, oh why? Me not know. Hey, come on now. Trim back the cheese. Trimming the verge. A little late to be trimming the verge. Samwise Gamgees. Next, with the right blocks. And footprint. Footprint, footing, whatever you want to call it. Alright, let's back to andesite. Whoops. Andesite now for these. Some iron bars, and then this set of towers is done. That is an acceptable shape. Okay, I want to switch over to this. And we're going to punch out all these. And then all these. Tall Terrace has become a sponsor again. Scared the living bejeepers out of me. That actually scared me more than the Thunder one did. An Automatic renewal, that was. How is Tall doing? He's actually doing really well. He had a follow-up appointment last Friday with his hematologist. And they said, like, he's just past or he's just about at the 2-year point since his last treatment. And they said, you know what? We don't need to see another set of blood work from you for at least 6 months. So as far as I'm concerned, that's good news. Like they don't want to, and it's just going to be a blood work and then a phone appointment in 6 months, and they don't physically want to see him again until next August. So it's good news. I am still kind of happy with these railings up here, so I'm definitely going to be leaving those. I think that's all taking the right shape. I think that needs to be there, though. I do believe. All right, we just gotta shore up this end here. Okay. More bush trimming. Gotta make my bridge look bigger, getting rid of this bush around it. Okay, that should facilitate the despawn of those blockies. Go away, zombies! You're in the way! Is your doing okay? And is Ma doing okay? Yeah, everybody's, doing fairly good. My daughter actually just got a new position. Like, she works the same cooperative that my wife and I do, and she just got a new position at our administration office, full-time. So she's kind of excited about that, considering she's got student loans to pay for. I do foresee me knocking this back here a little bit. Bye-bye, Mr. Spider. You're not wanted. All right, footing. And a quick little replacement of these blocks. And then we switch back to andesite here. I seem to have replaced the iron bars off my hotbar though, so I've got to put them back. Yeah, I see this maybe being some kind of a road that continues down over this way. It could even like tee in here somewhere up to that bridge. Coming in at an angle, like have that thing like straighten out now and then curl down or something. That'll be interesting. How I'm going to pull that off. We might as well do the andesite and iron bars while we're here. I think this is the only part where it gets stepped down here, because we're going to be too close to the ground. So I'm going to get footed. Next. Well, it is midnight here and you have to go to work. Alright, Afraid. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your evening. Don't work too hard. I appreciate you chilling and hanging out for a bit. As always. And I mean, chat is like super rowdy tonight, so, you know, it would be nice to have the extra moderation, but it is what it is. You two love coming here. Well, you know what? That right there makes my day. Bye-bye, campfire. Do a little bit more land trimming here. I'm sorry, but I just woke up from my chair. Lol. You know what? That's some of the... I do that more and more now, where I kind of doze off sitting in the chair. It's not good. Okay, I just want to make sure that I've got any of the pathway over here taken care of, and then we'll check this level too. Yeah, see these where there's a pathway? I'm just going to swap out the blocks under them. Just so we don't have that stupid ugliness. The wee little dirt edge. And I think this side over here is okay. I'm sold. Well, I used to pick up my mother because of it as well. She laughs at, you know. You used to pick on your mother for it? Yeah, we just all of a sudden hit an age where you have dinner and you're sitting in your recliner and your feet are up and you just kind of doze off for 15, 20 minutes. Catch yourself snoring a couple of times. It's all good. Okay, now we need to focus on what the heck am I going to do on the underside of this. So I know there's definitely this shape that we need to maintain. We'll focus on kind of like one section at a time here, I think. No, you know what? I'm not. Because I think that's what screwed me up last night, was I was just focusing on one section. And it just started to lose some evenness in the design. You swear you fell out of your chair once. Have a good night, everyone. All right, Afraid. See you later. Don't fall out of any more chairs. Bye-bye, oak tree. Nothing's touching. Nothing's touching. Yes, it is right there. Okay, good. Now it'll despawn. It just seems that if there's blocks touching it, there's no despawn happening. bringing this out to here because I think what's going to happen is this is going to... Might have to bring it out a little more. Where does it come off of from this side? There? I believe these are supposed to be stairs this way. I just gotta figure out where that where it straightens out at. Yeah, I do believe it comes out 1, 2. 1, 2. Wow, those were just dreadful block placements. Alright, I think this is where it should turn and straighten out. And build out this way for a bit. And then curve its way down and start sloping. I don't know why, but I just feel like that's what it should be. It was going to be some type of a tower or something over here, which I mean it still could be, but I just don't know yet, right? Like, it's... Decisions. Okay, we are filling in this entire cavity here now under here so that it's got a little extra girth to it. The next thing is going to be like some type of cross structure in here. You know, it's easy to keep building when you got... Like, the tunes are kind of bopping tonight, keeping me motivated. Keeping me wanting to successfully figure out how to get this built. Okay, this spruce tree has to go. If I get it while floating around under here trying to get this stuff built, it doesn't belong. I still want to figure out how I'm going to get that recessed copper in there, because that recessed copper look yesterday worked. But I got to make sure that I can make these arches so that they're symmetrical on both sides and are doing a job of supporting this bridge interface or whatever. Locked up, welcome to the stream. I am doing just fine, thank you. And yourself, are you doing spectacular on this Monday? Okay, so we have at least one layer now of improved structural strength underneath this. Wow, there is no easy way to do that, is there? Lockout said, return this Kingston SSD due to it not working and got a Samsung one, and it's working. Excellent. I'm glad you took our advice and got the right drive for the job. Okay, maybe that'll work. Maybe. This has to go this way and then like that. You need to turn like this. Nope. This way. And then like so. Bottom is okay. That is shaped right. That is shaped right. See, maybe I don't need to have it like completely full inside. But okay, we got 2 cross beams there. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe we should come 12. Just got to figure out how I'm going to fit that copper in, and we'll be laughing. And maybe it shouldn't be copper. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. You know what I wish they'd actually make? If they'd made copper bars. Wouldn't copper bars be like fantastic? Okay, so now I'm gonna change this up. I'm gonna use iron bars in there as a structural replacement inside this. I don't know what this is going to look like yet, so bear with me here. Which one can go? That can go. But then we step back to here. Those ones can go. This one can go to there. Ooh, I think I'm onto something here. I think I might actually be onto something here where I don't need to have that all filled in like I did. This is kind of exciting. Okay, what are we knocking out on this one? That's these two? Actually, I don't think that one should go. Which means I don't need that piece there. Alright. Is that... Does that look acceptable? By golly, George, I think I might! RGB with 6K subs. Can you play Fortnite? I can shoot things and kill things in Fortnite. I cannot build things in Fortnite. That is a skill I am seriously lacking in. Okay, I want to do something here to fix this. Can I get away with just that? Is that enough of a fix to mount that in place? Same with this here. To just kind of lock that piece in, and then we can kind of do the same thing. I just fell to my doom. At this joint. By golly, I think we actually have a suitable structure that is together that doesn't look awkward on the inside. I'm so happy. I mean, it doesn't take much to make me happy, but I think that's got a great art structure. There's enough color contrast happening there. It looks supported. We'll see what it's like when we get the rest of them in. Welcome back, Locknut. Okay, so that's the start of that one. Okay, so now I just got to punch it out and put the iron in. You just broke a fork in half trying to smash a cooked fish. I didn't push hard. Was it a plastic fork or a metal fork? And that seems rough. All right, we got to step this out this way. Nope. Clicky, clicky. Bust that one. And that one. And then this, if I can fit in here. And that one can go. And then we do the same on this side. Metal and plastic fork. Okay. Interesting. Metal and plastic fork busted on you. No, I think that's got to stay. Those three got to go. Then we can come across. Like so. I am super pleased with how that's turning out now. Now, is it worth trying to run like some type of a beam structure this way? So it's single, double, double, double. Single, double, double, double. You know what? I think that works. I think that works. By golly, George, I think it works. We have some support structure. Actually, you know what? I don't think I want it too high on that. I think I just want it one across like so. And then the other thing we could go to is deep slates. Just want to grab a piece of chiseled deep slate here for a second. I just want to see what it looks like with... Oops. Nope. Don't ruin a good thing. Don't try to do too much. We've got the set texture that we want. I probably shouldn't throw that on the ground though. I still kind of need that block. Okay, so I still got to go back and connect those sides, but I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm going to work now on getting these connected. On this tower and this one. And it starts from here. So these two go like that, and then I have to adjust these. And they're right here. And then it's this corner needs to get fixed with the right block. And you know what? I'm going to tweak this here because we're going to go It needs to have that solid attached look, where this here, yeah, we're good. Now this one here we gotta fix. There, now it's got that solid attached look. Eggman, welcome to the stream. I'm pleased with how that's looking right there. Like, that's super on point. So now I just got to configure this, continue this along on this edge. How's that going to work on this side? Okay, we're good. It's going to be a little trickier at that end. But we got to maintain that structure. Eggman said, I'll sub if you guess my favorite number. It's 1 or 2. I got a 50-50 chance of getting it right, which means if it's like USB, it's 100% of the time you're going to get it wrong, even though it's a 50% chance of plugging it in the right way. So I'm going to say 2 because everybody likes a good number 2. All right, what are we going to do over here with this structure? I might have to actually do a little bit of landscaping over here and literally blow away this mountainside.
You are incredibly right about USBs never plugging in right.
I know, right? Like, it's... You look at it, you go, oh, it's this way. You plug it in, it doesn't fit. So you flip it over, you try to plug it in, it doesn't fit. So you flick it back over again, plug it in, and it plugs in.
Yes, that's exactly how it is. Except, even if I can't... So, everything I have, I can't see. And I think, oh, okay, it's fine. I can just, plug it in. I know where the USB port is. No, you have to see it to be able to plug it in.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work on this side because that stupid land gets in the way.
Wonder why they couldn't make USB ports more user-friendly.
Well, that's what USB 3C is.
Ooh. That's the stuff that works on the phone too, the new phones, right?
Yep. Well, I guess that's just how it's going to have to be, is it's going to have to butt into the ground like that. Oh, I missed the block.
It's
I should...
also seeming to be the same with HDMI. You never seem to be able to plug it in right if you can't.
Well, those you gotta look at it because it's just a pain in the butt. Doesn't matter. Why do I have like a trapdoor full of creepers and skellies and chickens? It's just got this little canoe here full of death and a chicken.
And they can't escape either, I don't think. That's amazing.
Alright, so these are going to go this way, then this way, followed by this, and this.
Even though HDMI is better, I stick to VGA because I can plug it in. HDMI, it's a struggle.
Most new graphics cards, though, don't support analog on them anymore, so...
Yeah, that was a quite big issue when I got my graphics card. I had to go to Micro Center and get a DVI to DisplayPort adapter.
Yeah, and then you end up with, like, lost video throughput and stuff. Like, you really are. If your monitor's got an HDMI or DVI port on it, you're way better off running off that.
Yes. Unless your monitor's super old or something, then it's probably not worth it.
Even most, like, super old monitors still have DVI on them, at least.
Yeah, mine has DVI and VGA, but it doesn't have any HDMI or DisplayPort.
Yeah, DVI, the only difference between DVI and VGA is audio.
Interesting. That's probably what the extra plus on, that's why it has a plus on it.
Pretty much.
And Windows died. Any idea what a good case fan is? Because I installed a fan in a computer today and it moves approximately no air.
Well, any of the Cooler Master stuff is good, and any of the Thermaltake fans are good too, so...
Alright, I will...
And, like, you want to go... Like, if you've got room for, like, a 120 mil or a 140 mil with a more of a pitched blade on it, they can spin slower and move more air because they've got more angle in it, so it could just push more air through it. It's got a higher CFM.
Alright, we'll have to look for those because I have a computer and it doesn't have any, it's always been used and it has a graphics card that has no fan on it and whatnot. It's a passive card and just idling it gets up to 60 to 90 Celsius because it's in a completely closed case with no airflow.
Well, that's not good.
I installed one today, but it's not helping much. It's actually not helping at all.
I am very glad that I switched this to using iron bars instead of the copper in here. I mean, I missed the copper color, but the block shapes weren't working for me.
The iron looks quite nice.
And it really does give that dimensional depth that the bridge needed for those archways. You're asking what's my least favorite plug? Least favorite plug. S-Video. Back in the day. That one sucked. Problematic connections and... put the block in the right spot. What made S-Video suck is they were really, really fine, thin pins in them. And then there was like, it could only plug in one way. So if you were trying to turn it a bit to plug it in, you could easily bend the pins over on it. It sucked so bad. It's kind of like a PS2 port, yeah. I keep falling down. Yeah, that's like super on point. I'm liking the way that's looking. I'm actually happy with a part of my build. Yay! What's my favorite plug? I don't even know if there is one. USB-C is pretty nice because it's reversible. You're never going to screw it up plugging it in. Alright, we got like, what, 3 more sections of this to do? And believe it or not, as much as I hate Apple products, the lightning plug isn't that dreadful either, because it's reversible. 2 more sections. If I can actually get this here. Thunderbolt's a pretty nice plug too, because it's like an advanced USB-C plug that you could support external GPUs on, because it has like way higher clock speeds on it. Because I believe it plugs directly into the PCI 4E bus. So the only downside with this part here is I can't go all the way down with it. Just because it gets into the ground where the actual structure is supposed to be for it. Nope. Don't be doing that now. Let's put that back and actually get this step in. And then knock these out.
Here's something incredibly weird. I went over and, when I'm installing the new SSD and whatnot, I went over and, installed the display drivers normally in the Windows Update. Then finally, after all the other stuff finished installing, I pressed the restart button, and I had an absolute fit. And now, re-downloaded the drivers and whatnot, but the display drivers stopped working. So that's quite entertaining.
Well, that's not good.
It's now using the basic display drivers.
Something wrong with that driver you downloaded. What version of Windows are you installing?
Windows 10 Home. And the driver only works... Well, okay, it's rated for Windows Vista because they didn't update it at all. It was working fine on Windows 10. On the other...
What build version of Windows 10 were you on, though? If you were on an older build version, it might be okay, but some of the newer build versions, they change how the drivers behave. And older cards just quit working, period.
Where would you see that, roughly?
Well, if it was 21H1 or 20H2 or 20H1, 1905 or 1909 or 1905.
It's build 19 for... Wait, one...
No. If you go to look at your system properties, if you go to the little settings gear, click on right click on start and go to settings, and then about, it'll tell you you're running Windows 10 Home, and then it'll say below it like 20H1 or 1905 or 1809 or something like that. It's only a 4-digit code.
$21H1.
Yeah, so there's a good chance you need an older build, a build of Windows for that driver to work.
Though, if I had an older build and I pressed the update button, it would update to the newest version.
No, it wouldn't, because the newest version would check and say your hardware requirements wouldn't match, and then it wouldn't upgrade.
Interesting, because the old hard drive, I was getting updates until...
You would be getting updates, but not the build updates. You'd just be getting security updates.
Interesting. Good to know.
I'm very pleased with how that bridge turned out. For my first time doing an angled build, I'm very pleased with the result here.
It looks... I almost said stony. That wouldn't have made any sense. It looks great. English is weird.
I think it's because somebody in chat yesterday said I need to make it look Hogwarts-ish. Have that hard Hogwarts look. Might have even been Ren that said that. And I think I've captured that appearance.
Is Hogwarts a game?
Hogwarts is the wizarding school from Harry Potter.
You've got me on that one. I've never watched Harry Potter.
Well, they're books first, before they were movies.
I've never
Good books, too. All right, what am I going to work on next? Now that we got this funky little bridge here... I'm not sure. I think I need to kind of figure out how this road here is going to work out. Oh, that's too sharp of a turn. I need some slabs, I think. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh yeah, I got a new webcam today.
Oh, did you? What'd you get for a webcam?
I got a Logitech C920S Pro. Though it.
Oh, there's a that's the exact one I got. The Logitech C90 C920 Pro. So they're a nice webcam.
Later, is it possible you could send me a few screenshots of your settings? Because currently it looks like it looks like you rubbed mashed potatoes all over it.
Well, that's not good.
No, I've attempted to fix it and everything's super yellowy.
This is not fun trying to turn something like this. Ah, my goodness. Okay, I'm not happy with any of this. It's all getting just too big. Curved, low-sloped staircases or roadways are a nightmare. I kind of need like a massive circle to start off with here. So there is, what is it, plots? Plots.co.uk gives you the ability to create an ellipses. And then that'll give me the size I kind of want. But I'm thinking like 51 by 51. That might not even be a gentle enough curve. Let's try 65 by 65. I'm going to start from this point. So 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then it's like 4. And then 3. And then 2 a couple of times. A single, and then 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Couple more doubles. Triple, and then what is it, 4 on this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not big enough. It's still too aggressive of a curve. So we're changing this to 13 this way. And then 5. And then 3. Twice. And then 3 2s. And then a single, another 2, 2 singles, another 2, so single 2, 2 singles, a 2, 3 singles, and then we taper out. See, then I'm kind of okay with this angle. Maybe I only needed like a quarter of that circle. Because where does this look like it? No, it's going to punch it right at that bridge there. So let's go. No, we're going to taper this out like so. We're going to go 3, 4 that way. And then we'll start to... I want that road to kind of come in at this point. So I need to figure out what angle works. Now, is that looking like it's aiming for that corner properly? It kind of does, doesn't it? No, no. No, that's too far out. So let's go 3. Let's try that kind of an angle. I think that's aiming for it. You're attempting to find a driver online. Just don't get it from like drivers.ru or anything like that. Or driver guide or... Where did I screw up here? Right here. I screwed up really bad. I think that's making its way to that corner. Now I'm just going to bring it up to that right height. Am I dropping frames? No. What's with the potato dial-up? I don't think I dropped any frames. Okay, I got a little bit of a falter here. Ugh. Ugh. Now, does that just exaggerate this, make it worse? I think it might. I think it might. See, and now that's not a curve. It's just a freaking comes around to an angle. Which, I mean, maybe that's okay. Maybe it doesn't need to be a curve. That knock is, it's on point tonight. It's crisp, it's loud, it's there. Okay, I'm gonna start lowering these down, I think. Try to give myself an idea of how I'm, look at all the phantoms flying around up there. Not sure if this is aggressively sloped enough, or if it's too aggressive of a slope. I might have to actually bring that up maybe a little bit slower, but we'll kind of see here. Here's how much are we out here on this. That's teeing right into this road, just like that.
Windows not being activated should have nothing to do with the graphics drivers, right?
Oh no, that could very well have a lot to do with it.
Oh, alright. I will quickly activate it.
Now I think from this, if I actually go straight up like so, so I'd want this side to like swoop down somehow. Lockdot said, my mom said hi. I'm Lockdot's mom. I want to gradually slope this out a little bit more. To the point where it ends up catching up to there. I have no idea how to actually say your name, but tomorrow, it's today, but tomorrow will be soon. See, at what point does this here actually meet up with it? It's this right here. I just want to bring this down. I am designing the mode. Tomorrow the hell will come out. Tomorrow the hell will come out. Okay. Hi to you as well. Okay, so 4 up on this one. And then 4 up again. And then this should be 3. And then we start to aggressively turn. Well, not aggressively turn, but... See, now this can go 1... 2, 3. We start bringing up this angle. We flare out this side. We cut it out this way. And then this here, I'll actually like aggressively curl this road up to wherever it matches over here. I'm getting it figured out, I think. In Netherhell, beds are exploding. Then in school, they should too. Yeah, we don't want beds exploding. That's not good. So it's going to have like a really wide mouth to the road here as it heads up to the bridge. We might have to extend some of these pillars out or something. I don't know. It may even be just ground structure that's getting built up. I think that's a gentle enough slope. Like it's a little bit less aggressive this way. Mind you, we should be doing that with half slabs, shouldn't we? We should be doing this whole thing built in half slabs. The first one's going to be 5, and then we're going to step up to here. And then we'll do 4s from this point forward. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3,
This is incredibly
4.
weird. So I went over and I changed the display resolution from the recommended 1024 by 768 to 1280 by 800, and now it looks, you know, like normal Windows. You know, it's not all blurry. And in the display area, it still says Microsoft Display Driver, even though it doesn't look like it.
Well, it's just because it's a better solution for the display, but it's still not right.
Interesting. At least it looks somewhat decent now, so that's a plus. Usually the Microsoft Display Driver doesn't do that for me, and it just gives me the most off possible resolutions it can give, and everything's stretched out halfway across the screen or something.
Well, that's going to be a significantly... gentle slope to start, then crank it up. Oh, the joys of trying to make this work. I think it needs to be this gentle of a slope, so not entirely sure how this is going to work out. Oh, that's even on the wrong spot. There we go. Build it properly and don't build it at all. Ah, there's too many trees! Okay, if I kind of look at the way this slope is going, we're not even going to get halfway up there before... We're only going to make it to about here by the time we're hitting this bridge. Ah, why? Alright, so let's shorten this up. So let's go 1, 2, 3, step it up. This has pretty much already gained us a whole 3 blocks right there. So what kind of angle is that going to give us? Because we're gaining really only 1 block in height. Is it going to have to be 2-stepped all the way up? All I know is it has to be slabbed, or else it ain't going to do its job.
Oh yeah, I got a free computer the other day, and it's actually not a piece of junk for once.
Hey, nice deal.
It has a dual-core CPU, and it's not, you know, amazingly fast, but it can play Minecraft, which is a pretty big thing. Well, at least for my computer standards.
No, that's cool.
And it has a weird 8-pin connector. I tried to put a good graphics card in it, and it didn't work. So I went over and put some junky one I had sitting around in it, and it's a nice computer, to say the least.
Well, that's good. I mean, free is always good, right?
Yes, you can never complain about free. Unless... Sorry, a bug just bit me. Unless it's gonna catch on fire or something. Right now, it has a quite okay CPU, but I'm thinking of upgrading it, because an upgrade for the CPU would only be about $5, and it is a quad core instead of a dual core, and it can have more RAM with the quad core.
What processor is in there now?
I don't completely remember, but it's on socket 775, and the...
Oh, it's a Core 2 Duo then.
Yeah, it's a Core 2 Dual, but you can get a...
those are really, really, really old.
Yes. 2007 or 9.
Might even be older than that.
The guy I got it from is moving, and he said he bought it, or made it as a pre-build in 2007 or 9, or something like that.
Is that angle gonna hit that up there?
Yes.
I think that's going to. I think we might have an angle that's working.
But the current, what's it called, CPU has a maximum RAM of 4 gigabytes, and the quad core, which is I think $7, which is quite a bit faster. It has a maximum RAM of 8 gigabytes, which is.
So
fine.
you're getting like a Q6600 or something like that?
I don't completely remember. I searched it up yesterday. Oh, and I have it on. I sent it to my second Discord account, but it's a decent CPU. It's, you know, of course, nothing special, but what can you expect from such an old computer? It is a Q9550.
Oh, okay. That was in its day an expensive processor.
It still is for that socket type, because most of them are going for about $3 to $5. But I have stuck my dad on that computer, and he actually he likes it quite a bit. So I figure it's probably worth the upgrade. Since he keeps running out of RAM.
I still don't think I'm going to hit that height properly. Up this slope.
It will be extremely close.
I'm going to have a ton of landscaping I'm going to have to do, though. No, I am going to hit right about here. Looking at that slope. Dang it!
Make sure to leave a like.
Well, I think this is going to be tomorrow's head scratching. We've got the bridge figured out, but the road isn't figured out. And that's... I might step it to be like a step of 2, a step of 3, a step of 2, a step of 3, and work my way up that way. I just don't know what that's going to do for the angle. Zab, welcome to the stream. You never realized how late I stream until you move to the... Yeah, I'm in Alberta, right? So it's not quite midnight for me. It is nice to see you, though. Welcome back to the US. I'm going to have to rethink this whole roadway thing. I think it might just have to, like, curl down and... I don't know. It's because I'm trying to tee it into Sweeney's Dunstan Way. So... You're in Louisiana and it is 1 a.m. here. Didn't you just have, like, a absolutely ridiculous hurricane?
They did.
That totally sucks. I mean, I'm glad to see you, but ugh. That was... I've seen a bunch of TikToks on how lousy that storm was. And
I searched it up and that would be 225.308 kilometers per hour if the storm wind. Or 140 miles per hour.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rethink that whole road thing. I may just scrap the road and put a great big tower or something, or like a wizard's tower or something over there. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of got me on a little bit of a stumped process of thinking right now. Yeah, Louisiana was hit hard, but I'm in the upper west, so it completely missed us. Oh wow, at least it missed you. That's good. That is good. You live where Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana meet. So you're a little bit more sheltered inland for sure.
When the hurricane hits the land, it basically, it gives up right away, basically. It went from a category 4 to a category 1 within about 2 to 3 hours.
Well, Zab's originally from the U.S. and she lived in New Zealand for a while and then is now back in the U.S.
Ooh, that's neat. How do you like New Zealand?
Man, I was liking how that road was going to kind of shape up there. I might just have to play with the angles a bit on this to make that work, because I kind of like looking at how it's shaped to the landscape to get up to that bridge. I kind of like that.
What if you made the road curvy in a way, so you can go and curve and make its way up there?
Yeah, I mean, it's because I'm trying to like bring it into Sweeney's Road here. So I'm limited for space. And then, of course, working on the curve so that the stairway is what is on point. So, I don't know. I'll have to play around with that and see. I would have to destroy it a few times before I get... I mean, look at how many times it took me to figure out how I was going to do those arches underneath this angled bridge, right? So... Alright, folks, I think that's where we're going to call it tonight. We have reached the end of today's stream. Well, I'm glad that the bridge turned out exactly how I wanted the bridge to turn out. That looks on point. It's got a nice shape to it. It's my first angled kind of design build that I've done, and I think it looks pretty decent, and I'm happy with that, with everything about it. The road up to it, or if it's even a road that ends up being what's there, I don't know yet. It might change. I might be looking at some additional crazy structure over here. It may not be the road. The road may come in from something completely different angle altogether. And maybe like a wizard's tower should be over there or something, but we'll figure that out, I guess. That's a nice thing about being in creative, is I could just destroy it whenever I want and redo it again and see what happens. Where all of the minions on here still have to play in survival. So with that all said, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to reach down, hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring that notification bell. We'll be back again tomorrow night. Peace out.